Watching the show? Show your support by using the hashtag support ROTTMNT. Tell Nickelodeon we don't want them on Nicktoons Network. We want them on the main network. Show your support for the show as well. And here is the fourth and final one. I miss doing these reviews, you know? I truthfully do miss doing these. I am MegamanNG and I welcome you one and all to my Rise of the TMNT episode review. This week we're going to be talking about episode 5B, Pizza Puffs. That's the name of the episode, and for good reason. I'll provide a summary as well as some of the main points. Let's get started. A food critic is enjoying some special pizza puffs, but Raph stops the critic from eating it before it does some harm. After stopping him, along with meat sweats, he feels disappointed that he had to do it all himself. But the next day, Raph has to contend with a new problem. The turtles end up ingesting the pizza puffs. It starts to make them feel really strange. Leo's sweaty. Mike's body turns into jelly. And Don starts feeling stomach pain to the point where the stomach actually has a visible being of its own. Now it's up to Raph to find meat sweats, get the antidote, and turn them back to normal. This is the last of the 4 new episodes that were released. This one's a Raph-centric episode, but it's also one of the most hilarious I've ever watched. After devouring some of Meat Sweat's poisoned pizza puffs, yes, they are poisoned, or rather mystified with yokai, the turtles start to act strange. It's up to Raph to help his siblings find the cure while trying to teach them a bit of responsibility. That's the whole gist of this episode, more or less. This episode really goes into a deep level of WTF. Why is that? Simple. The turtles never learn to listen. Except for Raph, since Raph is the leader, who tries his best to, have them do something, but it's not enough for them. It just isn't, period. So, it makes things a little more harder for Raphael to keep them in check. And it gets worse when it irritates him. Because I personally feel that most of the time the turtles act like complete idiots. It's fact. Though it's just a cartoon. I do appreciate the humor since much of the stuff is just really funny. I won't lie. Some of this is just absolutely funny that it's no joke. But there is such a thing as common sense. It's a shame that 3 of the turtles just don't seem to get it. They are able to put their skills to work in finding meat sweats though, because much of the episode was them investigating just to find him, and they eventually do find him. As for meat sweats, well, his motivation for doing all this is a bit petty. I call it petty because it's all about revenge against his rivals. Petty, I know. But want to know who's even more petty? Raphael. Raphael wants to teach them responsibility. And I'm not going to lie to you. I won't lie. This leads to some hilarious moments. One scene with Raph's not just speaking to himself, but also speaking to his dark half, trying to tell the turtles that they got to be responsible. And Raph's dark side says, no, they gotta do it himself. But the other side, Raph's like, no, I have to. It's nuts, and I find it to be also a bit funny. But it does lead to the ending scene where the 3 turtles actually fight Meat Sweats with what limited stuff they have, and they were able to be cured of the antidote, thanks to the antidote. And that at least is a happy ending, to say the least, because the turtles end up back to normal. I can't say the same for Raph, though, because Raph ended up beating up himself over it. Oh, and eventually when Meat Sweats ends up ingesting the pizza puffs, let's just say that karma really does bite you in the butt. It bit him in the butt hard, and it's crazy. Though he does get cured by the very end, it don't really matter. It's creepy, it's hilarious, and it's also kind of strange to boot. Like I said, the highlight of the episode was when the 3 turtles, Leo, Don, and Mikey, used their talents to cure themselves. That was awesome because at least it shows that they could actually put their own, or rather give it all they have against it. So that's something. Though I cannot say the same for Meat Sweats. Like I said already, he was cured, but it's going to end up getting it worse for him. I really did enjoy this episode. Much of it is absolutely funny. There are some funny moments there, especially one scene where Leo was trying to talk to the chef, trying to get anything involving Meat Sweats. And I heard that the voice actor had to ad-lib his lines, and it led to a very hilarious scene. I liked it, and it was also really funny to boot, because even with that, it ended in failure. But at the end was more than enough to make it more satisfying. I enjoyed it. It was awesome, but I really do feel bad for Raph. Because as the big brother and leader of the Turtles, it's like you have to deal with 3 other individuals that can't seem to listen. I know that feeling too well because I can relate. I'm a big brother myself. Eventually, the Turtles did what they had to do, and that's more than enough. My final score for this is a 9 out of 10. Very solid, very funny episode. I really liked it, and for anyone who's a fan of Raph, this is for you. It is a Raph-focused episode, but it more focuses on the other Turtles as they tried their best to, get the cure. At least there was a happy ending out of it all, right? We'll be getting new episodes on May 15th, 4 new ones. I will mention them in the description, and I'm surprised that Nickelodeon's having them in bunches. But I still feel I wish that this show could have gotten more exposure. It's a shame, really, because I really am enjoying the show. And I don't know about the rumors that the next series after this would be a live-action version. I do know that we're going to be getting a Rise of the TMNT movie that's coming to Netflix, and I'm hoping that when that comes, I will review it. But I wish that we got more than just 2 seasons. I wouldn't mind if we had it with 3, because 3 would be nice. I'm just going off topic because I wish more people knew about this show and watched it, because at least it shows that we do care. It's already screwed over as it is due to Nickelodeon's idiotic management. So what can you do? That is it for this episode review. I do apologize if it's a bit long, but what can you do? I'm in a rush anyway. So I got to get myself going. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot to me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. It helps out big time. I will be back May 15th, and I will make sure I get the episodes watched and done. So yeah, that's it. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out. Cowabunga!